Hello, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video, we are looking into what love messages you need to receive today. So this is almost like, what can you expect in your relationships moving forward? So let's just jump into the video and take a look at it. Of course, as always, you have 3 piles in front of you. Please make sure that you take your time when it comes to selecting your pile, and then we shall start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, this is what you can expect next in your love life. Of course, we are going to be shuffling a lot of cards on camera, so stay tuned for that. But we are going to be starting off with your tarot. Okay. Judgment. Okay, you have 10 of cups. Okay, so clearly when it comes to your love life, there is good news. Like, you are going to be spending time that is harmonious with your partner. You're going to be feeling like you belong. You're going to be feeling like you're loved and accepted. But along with that, there is this flip side where you feel like, oh, there are a little bit of conflicts in a relationship. Or maybe you will not really get on with your partner in some instances. Those little things that trigger us and then we have a fight. But yes, certain difference of opinion is indicated. Once again, the possibility that you and your partner are maybe very busy and are actually doing like multiple things. You are busy in one thing, your partner is busy in another, or maybe you yourself have a lot of responsibilities and you don't have time to give to your relationship. Yeah, so in which case you have to make sure that you're making your relationship a priority. See, when it comes to love, when it comes to family, when it comes to marriages, things often take a back seat in the, importance of other things. So please make sure wherever you are, you take some time off. Whether this is to go out on a date, whether this is just to, spend time that, candlelight dinner with each other, but you have to make that a priority. But along with that, when it comes to relationships in general, okay, I feel like there are a lot of lessons that you're going to be learning. Because you are taking a very, very hard look at what you want, what came before you, and what is to come after. So a lot of decisions are important and pending for you. So a lot of thinking process is definitely going to be happening. But remember, in spite of the fact that moving forward, it's a little bit, rough ride, you will be fine. There is no such thing as, okay, things are going to be going completely wrong. Just like every relationship, your relationship is evolving too. And especially for all of my single friends, I feel like it's really, really important for you to leave your emotional baggage aside and to move in a different direction. The possibility that you could be people who are very, very much workaholics, or who feel like, they need to be something in life before they, actually get married and settle down. So you have to really, really then think things through and decide. Do you want love? Do you not want love? How do you want to do it? And if you really decide that, okay, love is something I want, you have to put yourself out there. And then finding love, finding a relationship and marriage will come like this, super easily. So for single friends, certain choices are very, very important. Yeah, that's coming through. Also, when it comes to relationships, I get a feeling like maybe things were stagnant, or maybe things were like not as satisfactory as you wanted them to be. But that is like changing, and that is actually changing very, very rapidly. So the signs of the kind of life that you want, the signs of the kind of relationship that you want are going to be very, very obvious. So in fact, you're heading into better times when it comes to your love and relationships. Yeah, that's what's coming forth. Okay, see, once again, this is like so similar to the 10 of cups energy. So once again, pile 1, I get a feeling like love is important for you, like really important. Okay, it's like it is a part of who makes you. Yeah, and again, a family including children is also important. So if that is so important, you have to make it a priority, and only then will actually things work harmoniously for you. So all the changes that are required are actually internal changes for you. Unless things change from within, they will not so much change outside. Yeah, but a happy family for you is very, very possible, and in fact for my single friends, you're very close to achieving it. Yeah, that's what's coming. Okay, see, once again, this is like very similar to the judgment card. Okay, this is like think things through. What do you want? If you know what you want, then move into that direction. And what do you not want? Yeah, that is also important. And when you realize, okay, this is the thing that I don't want in my relationship, discuss with your partner, because that conversation, especially for you, is very important. Yeah, because if there are like little disturbances here and there, a clear and harmonious conversation is required for you moving ahead. Let's take a look at your other cards that I'll be shuffling on camera to see what extra we get. Okay, children, once again, happy family is important to you, and children are important to you. Sometimes for a couple of you, children may affect your love life, especially for married couples who are watching me right now. Maybe your importance is excessively on children, because of which your own life suffers, but that is definitely there. Yeah, your love life is affected by children. And give your relationship a chance. Okay, so all of those people who are in relationships and things are a little rocky, or you guys are having little disagreements here and there, it's important for you to work your relationships. Like, go out on date nights, especially with people who have kids. It's important for you to have at least one weekend per month away from your kids, just to focus on each other, because in the end, when the children leave the nest, it's going to be you and your partner. So that's very important for you. Yeah, keep that in mind, and stay optimistic about your love life. So basically, you have to be optimistic about your relationship, and especially for my single friends, okay, you have to be very, very optimistic about your life. Let's see what's more. Okay. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times you must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that is beyond our control. So if there is somebody out here who wants to change the way their partner behaves, or they feel like, oh, their partner is not really behaving in a way which is ideal, sometimes some things you have to accept. In relationships, things are not like a perfect. Little bit of compromise is necessary. See, we ourselves are not flawless, right? So we cannot accept other people to be flawless. So that middle ground, that acceptance is very important, especially for inner peace. Otherwise, you'll just always be not satisfied. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes, okay? So once again, for my single friends, like I told you, a newness in your relationship is very, very likely. And Cupid may actually strike you very soon, which will result in a very quick marriage too. Okay, now that's interesting, especially with the 10 of Cups showing up, and you will get the happy family that you want. Okay, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to your soul. All right, so basically whatever it is that you want, you know it already. Then it is up to you to realize it, and if you have a partner, communicate it to them. Yeah, I feel like communication lines are slightly broken. That's the impression I get here. Okay, only time will tell. See, certain things only time can tell. So if you're like, okay, this is something I expect, this is something I expect, and all of that, only time will tell. Yeah, maybe you will change your expectations. That is also possible. Let's see, I'll take one more deck for you. Okay. Honesty is essential. Absolutely. See, for you, maybe you are wearing a mask in a relationship. You are outwardly showing like, oh, everything is great, I'm happy. But inwardly, they're like, oh, these are things that are wrong. I wish my partner understood. So honesty is essential. And speak with love and truth. Speaking, communicating, once again important, but speaking with love is important. You cannot go out and criticize the person in front of you and then expect your relationship to be all hunky-dory. Yeah, so speak the truth, but speak it with love and kindness. But honesty is definitely important. Sometimes you may have certain relationship patterns. Like if you have been in a relationship before, maybe that is something you've learned there, And if one person is like not being nice to you, you're like, oh, everybody's not gonna be nice. So that kind of thinking. And once again, if you have never been in a relationship, these may be patterns you've noticed in your parents. And unconsciously, children always pick up relationship patterns that were similar to their parents. So be careful about that. This parental trauma, this generational trauma is sometimes very strong. So that is something you need to break. Let's see. Be authentic. Yeah, see, most importantly, you have to be true and you have to be real, and that real self has to come out. Yeah, and I am sure with a little bit of compromise, things will be great for you. Every relationship needs work, and in this phase, the next phase, yours too does. This is like mending things, that's what I'm getting, and mending things that are fine. There's nothing as such wrong here. And physical touch. So please, you need to like have like a weekend together or a date night together at least. But just making somebody a cup of tea and just sitting next to them, holding their hand, these are very, very little things. But if you actually do that, they will like really, really be good for you. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages for you. Love messages for your future. Work on your relationship, definitely, but a lot internally needs to change. Unless internal things don't change, unless you're not honest with yourself, your outward situation will just continue to be the way it is, and then you'll just continue to have that ups and downs in relationship. Yeah, we all need a harmonious relationship, and it is your job to make it for yourself. Yeah, see, in the end, you also had the 10 of cups. So things are going to be okay, but effort on your part is mandatory. Overall, these are the messages that I have for you when it comes to your relationships. As always, I'm going to leave you here with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive. And when it comes to your love life, okay? First of all, let me just tell you this, pile 2, you guys are sensitive. Like super sensitive, and sometimes you don't even let the other person know that you're hurt when you are hurt. Okay, it's like sometimes you just keep your hidden emotions hidden and never reveal it to the other person, and so unexpectedly you are like, oh, why is this person not really understanding what I'm trying to say, when you're actually not saying it. So that is actually a negative point about you. So please, communication is important, and don't expect the other person to read your mind. Very important, especially moving forward. But for my single friends, I get a really good news out here, because a new door to romance may be opening up for you. So I get a feeling of like a secret admirer in your life. Okay, somebody already likes you, but is like, too afraid to communicate it to you. So it's your job to find out who this person is. And honestly, I get a feeling like this is somebody from your friend circle. Okay, strong energy. That's what I'm picking up. Let's see what's coming through. Okay, yes. Okay. All right then. So absolutely, when it comes to your relationships, things are moving, and things are actually moving very quickly. Sometimes the possibility that you may go away for a little bit, maybe on a vacation or a work trip, or your partner may go on a vacation or work trip, is also possible, because sometimes that little bit of physical distance may be possible between you, but in the end it all works out. One more thing, I get a feeling like sometimes in a relationship, one person carries more baggage than the other. Remember, when it comes to relationship, it has to be like an equal one. Okay, both partners need to carry out their own responsibilities, and I'm not really saying this as gender based, but okay, if I'm doing this, you have to do this, that kind. One person cannot carry the weight of the entire relationship. That is something you have to be, a little particular with in the future. But when it comes to relationship, if you've had a little bit of ups and downs recently, they are changing, and actually changing towards the better, because you will come into a point where your relationship will start feeling a lot more harmonious. So positive changes when it comes to relationship is what I'm seeing for you in the future. Yeah, but overall it's like it's a good energy coming with a little bit of adjustments on your and your partner's behalf, but of course adjustments are required. One thing that is necessary for you is if one of you is holding on to some kind of resentment towards their partner, or if you're like, oh, this person did not do this or this person did not do that, then that needs to go. Forgetting old wrongs that the other person did, that has to go too. And especially for my single friends, you have to like resolve certain inner issues. Yeah, like make space for that new relationship to come in, because like this you've kept your heart under lock and key. So release it, and to release it, inner work is necessary. So really cleaning it up, like dusting your heart, honestly, is what is needed for you. So you forgive yourself for the past mistakes you made, or just forget the past. That is important, but that heart cleanup is definitely needed. But one thing, when it comes to relationship, you have to like take things a little bit easier. You have to calm down a little bit. So once again, when it comes to pile 2, you have a tendency of being a little bit anxious, or hoping and praying that, oh, things need to change, but they need to change like right now, this second. It doesn't happen like that. Everything takes its own time. So go slow it down. Yeah, and once again, if you have a fast-paced life, your partner has a fast-paced life, especially with the corporate world, take time to slow down. Yeah, because your relationship needs your attention. Yeah, that's the kind of message that is coming through for you. Of course, I'll shuffle a couple of messages on camera too, to see what more we can get. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So yes, see, once again, with slow and steady, don't expect things to be like, oh, today we meet, tomorrow we get married, or things to really move quickly. You need to get to know each other. Sometimes if in a new relationship, you need to like really talk over the phone late at night or whatever, meet in person. But especially for people who are already in a relationship, honestly, just talking about your feelings for each other, like they tell you how they feel, you tell them how they feel. That's important. That heart-to-heart connection needs to be revived in your relationship, is what is coming through. Codependency. Okay, now pile 2, if there is somebody out here who is like in a codependent relationship, that you feel you cannot survive without the other person, or you feel like this person needs to do this for me in order to be happy, that addictive patterns, that needs to change. Yeah, so please avoid codependency. You have to remember that you still are an independent person. So even for my single friends, I'm saying this out loud before. Remember to not give up your individuality, and not to make the other person the basis of all of your happiness. If you want to go out and have fun and your partner is not available, God has made friends for a reason. Your family is somebody out there, but independence is needed for you in order for your own relationship to thrive. Otherwise, you'll just burden your partner with everything, and in the end, you're going to be like, oh, I'm really not happy. So that's on you. And it's safe for you to love. So especially if you are in a relationship, it's a safe space. There is nothing wrong with your relationship, and your partner is also a great person. It's a fine person. Once again, it is just a matter of different love languages. So it is then important to clean up your heart once again, and to be open to giving and receiving love, the highest kind of love, unconditional love. Okay, and then don't be like, okay, I have done this for the other person, they are not doing anything, I'm going to just withdraw on my feelings. No, you want to give love, you give love. If not, just don't. Yeah, but giving it only to expect it all back, it's not realistic. See, and your partner may also be giving it to you, but you're not understanding because they have a very unique way of communicating. Yeah, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available for you. Follow it with faith. So clean up. Once again, cleaning up your past resentments is also possible, and release it, and a new path waits for you. Sometimes a new relationship can also await you. Yeah, that's also possible. With a secret admirer, like I said, twin flames. Okay, so you and your partner are obviously twin flames. Then no wonder this, we want each other but we don't want each other, that kind of pull and push is there, because that's how these relationships are. But yeah, this person is your person nevertheless. And manifesting miracles. Your dreams are soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow your guidance. So once again, you have to slow down a little bit and manifest miracles in your own life. So you really have to hope and wish and pray only for the things you like. And in prayers, don't go and list all the grievances. Ask for what you want and think that it is already mine. Okay, that's the kind of behavior you need to have. And reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out. Like I said, distance, space is important in your relationship, and then have faith that it will all work out for the highest good. And if, especially for single people, okay, if you feel like after that space things are not working out too, then you have to take a call when it comes to relationship. And remember, if you let the past go, a new path is also available. So it depends, it totally depends. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they also distort your perception. So sometimes the things that you're thinking about are not actually there, and it's just your own resentments. Yeah, so once again, this is the message that you need to hear. Clean your heart up. Clean your heart up. Yeah, you need a new slate for your love life. Let's see. I love you. These are powerful words. So once again, you have to say it out loud to your partner that you love them. Tell it to them 10 times a day at least, but tell it. Okay, that communication is important. Maybe your partner doesn't feel very loved and very accepted by you. That's also coming through. Yeah. So then that if you do love them, that their belief system needs to change, right? So you have to say these words out loud. And back to all, whatever it is that you love, re-evaluate your desires. So when it comes to your love life, whatever it is that you want, sometimes you have to ask yourself, is this something that you really want? Re-evaluating your desires. And once again, maybe your emotions are too clouded and you're asking for something that may not be right for you. That's also possible. So, re-evaluate your desires when it comes to your love life. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Your partner honestly doesn't realize that you love them, or they feel like you don't like them, or your feelings are like a little spoiled for them. That's possible. But you have to be the supportive partner too. You have to communicate words of love too. And embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Heart-to-heart conversations are what are important. And I believe you had that card, right? Yeah. Yes. You had that. Honestly discuss your feelings for each other. So moving forward, embrace your feelings, but learn to embrace the other person's feelings too. Yeah, that's very, very important for you moving forward. But overall, these are your messages when it comes to your love life. As always, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to hear when it comes to your love life. Okay. Pile 3, you guys are people who live for love, and love and a caring relationship, a tender loving relationship is very important for you. And I get a feeling moving forward you are going to be finding that relationship, and this is going to be a beautiful partnership, okay, where the person you love loves you and you love them. That caring connection is meant to be yours in this lifetime. Yeah. And for a couple of you, I'm getting a feeling like maybe you've had to wait for this for a very long time, but it's on you. Let's see your tarot, and then we move on to the rest. Okay. All right. Now, what is happening is your love life is actually proceeding very, very quickly. And in fact, for my single friends, the possibility that somebody may enter your life very soon is there. Now, it depends on whether you want to accept this person or not. Because I get a feeling like maybe you give your work a lot of priority, or maybe you don't realize that you need love in your life. Okay, that's also possible. what is happening is, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to the emotions around love, you are like going in that up and down motion, where one moment you're like, oh, this is great, the other moment you're like, oh, this is like the worst thing ever. So for that, it's important for you to stabilize your mind. Yeah, that's very important for your relationships to thrive in the future, to get a kind of emotional grip on your life. And sometimes you're very, very focused on your spiritual life, and when a person is focused on their spiritual life, then the attention also shifts to that area. Yeah, but clearly love is meant for you, and for some people you already have this relationship in your life, and for others it's going to be coming in very, very soon. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Now, when it comes to you, I feel like sometimes you protect your heart for unnecessary things. Like you don't even need protection for your feelings, and you're like, oh, this is my guarded treasure and I'm not going to open my, treasure box. That's coming for you. But remember, if you are single and if you're like guarding your heart for no reason, then it's like, you are not inviting love into your life. In fact, you're closing doors on love, which is something that you should ideally not be doing, because love is important for you from what I see. A caring connection is very close and very possible for you, but sometimes, that little bit of thing is something that is on your mind. Now, for a couple of you, you may sometimes feel like, oh, is this really happening? Like, is this really true? Especially for people who are in relationships. Like, you're like, all that glitters is not gold, that kind. So when it comes to a couple of you, you may doubt the love that you have, or you may doubt the love that is coming in your life. Of course, you have to make sure that the other person is genuine and they are really interested in you, because in the world you have all kinds of people. But don't make it, unrealistic, especially with the moon energy coming through. So in your relationship, you have to be careful, like how much of what you're thinking about is really happening and how much is actually imagined. Okay, that's something that's important for you. I'll take your other cards to get a little bit more clarity. For my single friends, you have to open your heart to love very, very clearly. Wedding, see? For a couple of you, you may actually get married very, very soon. But once again, it's a choice for you. If you want it, it's just right around the corner. But if not, then that's not. But a wedding for you is very much possible. For some of my friends, I believe like you're already married, but something is happening. Maybe you're very busy with work, or other things are more important to you. But yeah, wedding is possible. But your relationship is fine. I don't see any problem. A lot of it is because you're overthinking. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So especially like was getting intuitively here, you've had to wait for this relationship for a very long time. It's because the partner who is in your life or who's coming in your life is somebody that the divine wants you to have. Together with this person also, you have a very, very higher purpose, but you're going to be having a beautiful connection. Okay, don't worry about anything. Yes, but once again, when it comes to your love life, you have to make an effort. So especially if you're keeping your heart guarded, no need, get out and explore love, explore your feelings, communicate your feelings, all of that. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So take the steps that you are intuitively being told that you need to take. And absolutely, for a couple of you, you may actually get engaged very soon and a wedding is possible. So congratulations, my dear friends. When that happens, you come back and tell me. Yeah? Your love life is truly, truly going to the next level. Let me shuffle a couple of more. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Once again, divine timing. So if you are like waiting for love for a very long time and you're like, why is this all happening? It's because you need to meet at a specific time. And for that, if you have to wait, you have to wait. Don't rush anything, okay? This person is going to meet you. They are going to be coming into life, and it's just meant to be a certain way. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right, okay? So your heart will guide you towards whatever is right for you. So listen to your heart, okay? It'll take you to your partner, honestly, because your heart is also divinely guided. Let's see. Have faith. So most importantly, when it comes to relationship or when it comes to matters of love, you have to have faith. and you have to have trust in your situation. Yeah, especially for my single friends, you're meant to be married. Okay, you're not going to be dying single. That's something that's really coming up. And this person is going to be a new person, okay? A new love. And once again, this is a person who is meant for your spiritual growth too. So two purposes this person has. One is to make you happy, to make you feel loved, but together you have a very, very higher spiritual purpose. Have patience. Once again, with the weight card, this really makes sense. You have to be patient and you have to be kind always. That is very, very true for you wherever you are in your life. Speak the language of love. See, when it comes to your life, whatever you say has a lot of power, especially in your love life. So when it comes to using words, make sure you use loving words. Even repeat affirmations like, my love life is harmonious, it is peaceful, I am with the person who I am supposed to be with, God is blessing our union. So loving words. And even to your partner, you have to say loving words. Yeah, that's very important for you. And treasure your loved ones. See, your relationship is once again a very, very spiritual one in nature. So you have to make sure that you treasure your relationship completely. And all the relationships in your life, pile 3, are of a spiritual nature, because you seem to be one of those really, really spiritually growing people. Yeah, so honor each other deeply, honor your love life deeply, honor the relationships in your life deeply. Overall, that is what is in store for you when it comes to your love life. As always, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes and love. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.